Taurus, is you sleepwalking through the time zone this month? Well, look at this 11th house. This is just a jam-packed series of planetary conjunctions which, with the retrograde Mercury and your ruler Venus, are saying the past is back. You've got to go back, preferably back to now, because this is where it's all really happening. But unfortunately, this Venus-Saturn combination in your 11th house, generally considered quite a good combination for you, Taurus, but it still has its limitations. It restricts your emotional feelings, your expression. And look here, the trine aspect, the Moon and Mars, makes you a little bit volatile around the 6th. Be careful of that. These planets start to ease up. You have to look for those dates when the retrogression stops. There you've got Mercury going into its direct motion, stationary on the 7th. And then after that, whatever communication struggles and obstructions that you've had with people are likely to be a lot easier now. So, just take a deep breath. A friend's trying to ghost you. Could be one of these months where you're having all sorts of online issues. People are hijacking your friends' Facebook accounts. You've got to be a little bit careful there. But we also see the retrogression of Venus, your ruler, is actually strong when it's retrograde. So there's a lot of power in yourself. This is a self-empowerment placement, even though it's retrospective, asking you to really backpedal, go over old ground to get clarity. You'll notice that the karmic planets, Saturn, one of the main karmic planets, also ruling the future karma 9th house, is in conjunction with the North Node. So there's a lot of karmic stuff you've got to resolve. Full moon there around what do we got there? The full moon is going to take place. I've got to get my bearings right here. I think the 13th, if I'm not mistaken. Opposition on the 13th of April. And that takes place in your 6th house of work, service. So the friendship theme still carries through, but this may also deal with co-workers, trying to get a handle on what their intentions are. The words, especially under that initial retrograde Mercury, may not come out correctly. You may be mishearing things. You may be misstating things. I'm not saying that's an on purpose, but it just requires a lot more awareness. There's Mercury in the 12th house. I think you're going to shut up after that. You're going to be quiet. 12th house is a house of reserve and withdrawal, even though it's in the sign of Aries. So the brain will be ticking, but maybe the words won't be coming out. But we see also a shift from the 12th house sun, which brings you into a better phase after the 20th, 21st, when the sun moves into your sun sign. The sun for you has a lot to say about your 4th house, this sector of the zodiac, which, by the way, around that same time, moves with Mars, combative planet. And you'll notice here, this red line between the sun and Mars is pretty intense. 20th, 21st of April, 22nd, it moves away from that, what we call square aspect, which is very, very challenging. So this can have to do with your real estate, your property, your domestic sphere, and of course Mars is ruling your marital and long-term relationship sector, and the sun is ruling your properties. So that period is fraught with a little bit of tension over those few days. Moon returns to the 11th house, makes a conjunction with the karmic point here, Rahu, very strong in the 11th house. Actually, all these planets are strong in your 11th house, so there's opportunity to make friends. And then that moon moves into the 12th house, secrets, hidden agendas. Ooh, what's going on there? You need to have your wits about you, Taurus, around this time of the month. And brace yourself. It's a very, very powerful new moon this month that's going to take place around the 28th. There it is. It moves into your sun sign. And Taurus's best placement, you've got it. The sign of Taurus. So your emotions are strong. You feel grounded. The new moon in your sun sign is an indicator that you want to change. Not necessarily your environment, but yourself. This is the time to make those changes and let the world know who you are in no uncertain terms. I've written up a whole lot more for you there at astrology.com.au. Follow the links my faithful assistant Kay has inserted there. You can find out exactly what's going on in a more chronological and deeper detail. Don't forget to subscribe. Need your subscription. Need your presence here next month again. Same time, same station. Look forward to it. Take care for now. Bye-bye.